香炉供台上摆，长大才开白黄牌。虔诚拜三拜，钱包里面多几百。易的是，难的是等。来财，来财。
And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. Happy weekend, everyone. It's the NBA on Saturday night, presented to you live on 2K Sports. With Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. This is Brian Anderson. And we also want to welcome in our 2K insider, Shams Charania. Thanks for taking time to join us, Shams.
Yeah, are you kidding me? I wouldn't miss this. My guy RJ is in the house.
Yeah, we're excited to have you, big fella.
You guys have got the best seats in the house. I'm just glad I can occupy it for at least a second.
We'll stay in the seat as long as you would like.
We got the best seats. Shams has the best intel. We're covered.
Let's go.
Here are the starters for Houston. Inside, Smith and Şengün. Then there's Amen Thompson. Then there's Kevin Durant. And it's Cooper in at shooting guard. And for the Celtics, Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. Their backcourt, Pritchard and White. And it's Brown in at the small forward position. And Shams, the Rockets had been content to build around their young core. What changed, though, to make the KD trade appealing?
For one, the price. They really didn't have to give up much of their valued core to get KD, and he gives them that scoring punch they so desperately needed. And this is a Rockets team that's focusing.
And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
People were worried.
The previous play is under review.
In every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
He'll back him up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still
And that one misses.
One of the best players in the game today. Tatum's work ethic and hunger to win more championships is special.
just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Brown inside. Durant's there. Yep, that one goes.
I love seeing Brown get it done inside. He's more than just a jump shooter.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. We talked about Kevin Durant and just how challenging a matchup he is. He told me, quote, his length is what makes him so difficult. Throwing that quick release on his jumper, all we can ask our guys to do is get a hand up on any shot they can. We'll see how effective their defense is on Durant tonight. Guys?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Here's Cooper. Pass to Şengün. And here's Thompson. Here's Cooper. It's hauled in by White. And the league instituting an international flavor for this year's All-Star Game, Shams. What more can you tell us?
Yeah, I'm told the league is really drawing inspiration from what we saw be a successful tournament in hockey. The NBA has been eager to increase the compete level for years now, so the U.S. versus the world format might just be the one to facilitate that this year.
Durant, pass to Şengün. And Şengün, throw it down.
Punishing the rim right there. Şengün.
Pass to Queta. Now Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. White for three. And again, Boston with the triple.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Thompson against Pritchard. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Tough to slow Thompson down when he's got a lane to the rim like that.
Outside, Brown. Tatum finds Brown. And he drives in. And the jam by Brown.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Here's Durant. And he makes it. Durant's got his second bucket of the night.
KD has such a tight handle, especially at his size. The man's a future Hall of Famer.
Here's Tatum going inside and finished off by Tatum.
And defensively, you have to make him work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
Smith with a screen on White. Here's Cooper. He's guarded by White. Pass to Smith. Shoots. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Smith. And when it comes to NBA moves, a pretty great summer for the state of Texas, Shams.
Ton of action in the Texas NBA. Cooper flagged to Dallas, Dylan Harper to San Antonio, and Kevin Durant to Houston. These are major moves, and it's going to be hard to mess with Texas. These teams are loading up. They're all trying to be a contender in the Western Conference.
That Texas triangle is going to be formidable once again real soon. Oh, wasted no time on that one. Cooper's got 5.
What's not to like? He's been really good so far. Good start.
Down low. Here's Tatum. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Over the years, we've seen constant growth from Tatum as a playmaker. Part of the reason why he's an all-NBA first team.
Pass to Smith. Thompson outside. Here's Cooper. He's guarded by White. Pulls it. Here's Şengün. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Set him up, and Şengün executed the pick and roll to perfection.
The Celtics with the lead. Pritchard surviving the D. And he hits it from 9 feet.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Brown can't hit.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
The putback. Smith outside. Pass to Durant. Back to Smith. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And look at Smith making the heads-up play. Rolling into open position right on cue.
Boston's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. And the sense was the back half of this year's draft was a little thinner than normal. Why was that, Sean?
It's because the money is getting bigger and bigger in college basketball. And a lot of those potential late first or second round picks can just simply make more money in college than go to the NBA. So as these new rules start to regulate and the revenues potentially get shared more across the schools, potentially it normalizes it a little bit. But these players in college are able to make essentially the NBA minimums, if not higher the NBA minimum, even as second round potential picks.
Point. Here's what Boston's going with right now. Garza's checked in for Queta. Walsh comes in for Jason Tatum. Shireman's checked in for White. And Simon has subbed in for Pritchard. And then for Houston, Steven Adams checked in for Şengün. And Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Amen Thompson. And so it's Durant who brings up the ball for the Rockets. To the middle. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Yeah, what an athlete Smith is. Excellent at rising up to punch it home.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
Here we go, fans. Time to make some noise for
the Celtics making a switch here. And it's the 2K leaderboard. Team leaders in blocks last season. 5th best, the Celtics.
That tells you the kind of strong defense they played last season. It wasn't easy to bring the ball inside against them at all.
I mean, it was amazing to see Simon's progression in his first few NBA seasons. He got better every single year.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Rockets.
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
A nice shot by Cooper. And even as the NBA enters the first year of its lucrative new broadcasting deal, Sham, still plenty of fixation on the ratings.
Yeah, BA, and we've heard directly from the league that it's part of the culture of the NBA to be self-critical. I mean, we look at the growth of the NBA year over year. Perhaps that restlessness is part of the reason why the league is thriving in a lot of ways. They're going to continue to find innovative ways, whether it's their TV deals, innovations in social media, innovations with other platforms to continue to get the NBA out there.
Well, one thing we know, they listen and they never stand still. 3-pointer off the mark. Celtics trail by 3. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Van Vliet.
I'm going to say that was an ill-advised pass there. Very close to a turnover.
So for the Rockets, Alperen Şengün's checked in for Smith, and Tari Eason subbed in for Kevin Durant. Simons outside. 10 feet away. It's hauled in by Houston. This is their first chance this season playing Boston.
We see these teams face off only twice a year. Last year, each won one.
And who knows, if you want to look all the way ahead to the finals, it's possible these teams could see each other there. So both teams looking to make a statement in their first meeting of the season.
Rock the baby, working the size advantage inside.
Here's Cooper, and that one is stuffed right through.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
And absolutely, even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
With power. That's how you do it, big fella.
Houston in the lead. 51 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Cooper. 10 points for him. Outside Eason. Just 5 to shoot. Shoot from the baseline. Another one falls for Houston.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Boston has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Pass to Garza. Back to Simons. It's deflected. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
The Rockets lead by 3. Outside Eason. Pass to Şengün. Van Vliet outside. Here's Şengün. Right wing. Here's Cooper. And at the end of 1, both teams putting up some points. The Rockets on top, up by 3. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, what do you think about the Rockets?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
You can't overstate how much interior defense can shape the game. They have a distinct advantage there, and they have turned it into a lead.
We've got Anthony Simons, and it's Tatum in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. The Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Ryan, back to you.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Van Vliet scanning the floor. Eason finds Van Vliet. Houston working the ball around. Here's Şengün. And another miss by Houston. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Walsh can't get it to go. Houston leading by 3. Goes up on the baseline. Shepard, second shot opportunity. Simons with a rebound. The Celtics have gone 0 for 4 in the second quarter. Here's Tatum. That's his 4th miss in 7 shots.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
And Shams, the last few years, teams often giving up a lot of draft picks when they traded for a difference maker.
The market has changed, BA, and the thought process has been, assuming the trade moves the needle, those picks you're giving up aren't very good. But listen, if the trade doesn't work, you just gave up the farm. And that's the risk-reward that you play with as a general manager.
From outside the arc, Tatum rips the 3.
Good job by Tatum to exploit the space just outside the arc.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
And please give a big round of applause for your...
Foul Hauser, he's checked in for Boston. And then for Houston, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Adams. And it's Thompson in for Shepard. Screen by Capella. Van Vliet, the pass to Capella. And here's Van Vliet. Yet to see a basket. Back to Capella. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. And the Rockets lead by 4.
The pick and roll is such a reliable play with Van Vliet.
On the wing, Hauser. Back to Simons. Here he goes. Gets the first one to go. Now 1 for 7 on the night.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Boston's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Pass to Tatum. Nice look inside from Tatum. And it's approaching 2 decades since the launch of the modern smartphone, Shams. It's put the game in the palm of your hand.
Well, you know, I don't go anywhere without my phone, and of course, that accessibility is a key part why Adam Silver says the league has been supercharged by technology. Social media and our phones are a big part of the game.
Can you imagine it any other way at this point?
Absolutely not.
Back to Eason. The 3 is up. Hauser grabs the board.
And just a desperate play all the way around.
Pass to Tatum. Oh, Tatum with a throwdown.
How about those nifty moves from Tatum? So crafty with the rock.
Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Now here's Thompson. Shoots over Tatum. Thompson's shot is off. Right side Tatum. So they take the lead. Tatum's got 16 points now.
We see this from Tatum often, and it never gets old. Just scoring at will.
Van Vliet, the pass to Şengün. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 4 assists now tonight.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Cadis checked in for Garza. Brown comes in for Walsh. Derek White's checked in for Hauser. And Pritchard is subbed in for Simons. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Houston. Cooper comes in for Van Vliet. Good work there as it goes. Shams, I know you've had discussions with Commissioner Adam Silver about the league possibly expanding into Europe. Where does that stand?
Well, it's fluid, VA, and Commissioner Adam Silver and other league officials have been very clear to me. It's a process that's going to be measured in years, not necessarily months. There's definitely a sense they want to better serve those fans in Europe, start their own league out there that's NBA affiliated. And that's something the NBA is much more further along in exploring in the days, weeks, and months ahead, as opposed to expansion immediately.
Pass to Cooper. Takes a 13-footer. Boston pulls it in. Coming off that win against the Sixers.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
The bench production was huge, no doubt. A testament to how well prepared this coaching staff is for these tough road games.
The Celtics making a switch here. Simons checked in. Rockets trail by 4. Here's Cooper. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
The size advantage gives them a clear path to the shot.
Houston shooting their second attempt at the line tonight. And the free throw, no good. The 3-ball. Thompson pulls it in.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
And that one drops. Durant's got 9 points.
Teams have always tried to be physical with KD in the paint. Tried being the key word.
Pritchard from outside. Capella with a rebound. And so Durant will bring it up for the Rockets. To the paint. Out to Thompson. Pass to Cooper. The three is up. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
3 points.
Thompson's got his third assist of the night.
And that's his first triple this quarter. 3 total for the game.
And they get it. Kick out to Brown. And Brown knocking down the triple.
Gotta love the confidence. Brown wasting no time firing away.
The Rockets have gotten 7 of 15 shots here in the second quarter. Pass to Thompson. Here's Cooper. There's the three. And Houston another three.
And they're going to have to pay more attention to him on the perimeter. He's hit 4 3-pointers already today.
Here's Keita, guarded by Capella. And here's Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Durant. Brown can't hit.
Well, that's what you get when you go for style points with the fadeaway. And look, he paid the price.
All right, Chums, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, B.A. Thank you.
Yeah, no one is more locked in on the league. If there's a move happening, Shams knows about it before the players do.
Nice D from Brown.
Aggressive move. I know he wishes he had that one back.
Outside White. Here's Simons. He drains it from the right block. Simons has got 4 points now in the quarter.
This close in, Simons is consistent. The defense really can't allow him to find that look.
Brown against Durant. A strong finish from KD inside.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Brown in the high post. Durant's there. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Capella.
And Brown is a talented scorer who also excels at drawing fouls.
These are his first free throws of the game. Voss is checked in for Simon. Sengun checked in for Houston. Smith comes in for Eason. Houston has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Here's Cooper. 20 points for him. And the bucket is good. Cooper's got 22.
Oh, explosive crossover. How's that for him?
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Rockets on top, leading by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Fans, let's rev it up and get ready for your Pocket Fight Arena.
Welcome to halftime. First order of business, catching up on the injuries around the league.
The Hornets roster not at full strength. Dealing with the loss of LaMelo, no easy task, so dynamic. You won't find a quick replacement for him on your bench.
Transcendent talent, a guy who really moves the needle for your team. You hate to see this.
Did you say transcendent?
I think I did. Don't ask me how to spell it, but I know what I said.
Man, oh, it surprised me.
Impressive.
And we now take a look at the Houston Rockets and the close first half they've played.
Well, they're executing well, and that's been the difference.
Yeah, they know where their bread is buttered, and they go back to it over and over again. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers, but some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side. So when they screen you, you get no help.
So on the floor for Houston, Katie and Smith, the lengthy duo at forward. Then there's Alperon Şengün. Then it's Thompson, and it's Cooper in at the shooting guard position. Celtics trail by 3. Outside White. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And probably one of the least favorite opponents to take on around the league, the Houston Rockets.
Yeah, they're so well coached. They're physical. They're aggressive defensively. They're monsters on that glass. They'll take something out of you.
White hits them both. The floor is spaced for the Celtics, Richard, and they've launched threes at a record pace.
And when those shots are falling, they are tough to beat. But you live by the 3, die by the 3. Some say they settle when the shot's not falling.
Cooper passes to Şengün. Can't cash it in from close range.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
And here we go. The Rockets in transition. Thompson with it. Pritchard picks him up. Houston working the ball around. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jason Tatum talked about his development since coming into the league, and he said earlier, I was playing the game just to play the game instead of thinking it. It's tough when you're younger. You just want everything to happen so fast, but it doesn't work like that. Back over to you.
He's come a long way. All right, Allie, thank you. Tatum gets the bucket.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
All right, let's look back on last season for a moment. Here were your scoring leaders. 5th, Jason Tatum.
This is a guy who never took a night off. You look at his numbers and you know that he put in a tremendous effort every single game.
Over to the wing. Back to Durant. Şengün passes to Durant. Şengün, the screen. Clock at 6. And it's blocked. Right side White. Pass to Brown. Outside Tatum. Now White. For the lead. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here. And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. That one drops. He ties it up. You know, for a team that's had deep playoff runs almost every year recently, the Celtics fell short last season, RJ.
Well, injuries and other factors played into that. But there's so much parity in the NBA right now. There is no team invincible come playoff time.
And the Rockets have had success adding veteran leadership to their young roster, RJ.
And that's a great lesson in roster building. It's always beneficial to have adults in the room, experienced guys who can set positive examples for younger players.
Here's Pritchard. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 3rd. Here's Durant. Boston pulls it in. And now we're 3 minutes into this 3rd quarter of play. Here's Brown. Tatum, pass to White. And Cooper pulls it down.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
A nice shot by Smith.
And looks like Smith is already getting stronger. He's looking to add some muscle, and that finish through contact is a great sign.
White, the pass to Tatum. For the lead. Boston again missing.
Coming out of half, they're 1 for 5 from the field. Whatever they discussed is not working.
Here's Cooper. It counts! And the foul. That one on White.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Houston shooting their third free throw shot of the game. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028. If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable.
Thompson passes to Cooper. Boston pulls it in. Kidd has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pritchard, the pass to White. Thompson with it. Now guarded by Brown. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
The sheer size of Thompson makes it difficult for defenders to match up well against him.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Houston.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
Well, something else that stands out is how they've shared the ball. I mean, they're getting a lot of their points from sharp passing.
And out of bounds, Boston will have it. Here's a look at what's coming up for Boston. On Monday, they'll defend home court against the Utah Jazz. And then on Wednesday, they'll face off against Trae Young and the Washington Wizards.
And for their matchup with Orlando, that's one that I'm particularly curious about. Should be a fun matchup with the rosters those teams have.
Van Vliet's checked in for the Rockets. Knocks down the long J.
Every time Tatum finds his shot, he'll take it. He loves to fill it up from range.
Smith with a screen on Pritchard. Here's Van Vliet. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Pritchard picks one up. Houston shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
He is a coach's dream. That's why they love Van Vliet. The intangibles are off the chart, and the execution is consistent.
The Celtics making a switch here. Garza's checked in. Tatum against Smith. Right side Pritchard. Pass to Garza. White for 3. And the Celtics another 3.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Brown against Durant. Here's Cooper. From the arc. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got rebound number 5 here tonight. White for 3. Durant pulls it in. Durant's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Smith. Screen by Durant. Smith into the lane. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Yeah, just effortless on his drives. I mean, Smith is such a smooth finisher. Very agile for a guy with his size.
Outside Tatum. Up and over Smith. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Cooper. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim. Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
Both good from the line that time. Talking about Alperen Sengun for a moment. What are some things that stand out about him to you, RJ?
I would say his passing for sure. He's very Jokic-esque with some of the dimes that he drops. And we've seen him accept a bigger role on the scoring side also.
Durant looking around. Durant puts some moves on. And it's slammed in by Durant.
I love the way Durant breaks down defenses, especially in these pick-and-roll matches.
And Gonzalez gets it to go.
Just selling the defense on the pump fake.
And here's Van Vliet. He'll bring it up for Houston. The lead is 2. The kick to Durant. Sengun, a screen on Brown. Cooper's shot is off.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Steps back. Brown. Oh, denied by Durant.
The verticality that KD possesses, it helps him erase that shot at the rim.
A nice shot by Cooper.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Here's Garza. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Garza's got 6.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Hauser, he's checked in for Boston. And Houston will go for a different look here. Adams checked in for Şengün. Green comes in for Smith. Tate's checked in for Durant. And Eason subbed in for Cooper. Down low. Picked it out of midair. Here's Simons. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And using that speed right there, it's what makes Simons hard to stop in transition.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Outside Tate. Back to Van Vliet. Pass to Green. Gonzalez pulls it in. Boston's gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Garza, guarded by Van Vliet. The fadeaway, and it's Boston scoring again.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Pass to Eason. Fires the 3. No good from three-point range. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. It's the Celtics leading by just 2. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Boston's gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. We've got Jason Tatum, and it's Walsh in at the power forward position. That's the Boston 5. Here's Cooper. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
They've been playing with much greater physicality this half. Getting themselves to the free throw line is a must.
First free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
He's dialed up his aggression here in the second half, consistent in working himself to the line.
Tatum from long range. Ooh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. Well, Richard, some stars are in the system, but Jason Tatum is often admired as a selfless system player.
Yeah, Jason enjoys being a piece of the greater puzzle. He doesn't have to have everything run through him, and I know that makes his teammates happy.
You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
The way he started this game, you wondered if he'd ever cool down, and the answer is yes.
No defender in sight. He tries to take initiative, but ultimately comes away empty-handed.
The putback. Pass to Cooper. Şengün, the screen. Second chance shot. Clock is at 3. And there's the shot. Clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Boston making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. Coach wanted to see more urgency when it came to closing out on shooters. He said, quote, right now we're jogging at them on the perimeter. It needs to be a sprint to run them off the line. We'll see if the guys have it in them.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Here's Cooper, pounded by Tatum. The kick to Durant. Rebounded by Walsh. Boston leading by 5. Inside, here's Garza. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on Şengün.
Man, good whistle there.
All right, guys, the breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Celtics.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
Well, another area they've been productive is off of turnovers, scoring many times after forcing the ball out of their opponent's hands.
Hangs in the air. Here's Walsh. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Here's Cooper, hounded by Tatum. Pass to Şengün. Smith with a screen on Brown. To the inside. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Just taking off. Smith showing you why you cannot leave an opening, because this man will find it.
And so Simons will bring it up for Boston. 4-point game. They'll face the Jazz after this game. That'll be at home, and that'll put them halfway through a 3-game homestand. Doesn't go for him. Thompson with some nice D.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
To the paint. Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Walsh. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got 3 assists now in this one.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Smith with a screen on Tatum. Durant drives in. And it's slammed in by Durant.
This is an intelligent play call by Durant, shaking up the defense so he can find his angle.
Tatum against Durant. The 3. And it's Tatum missing.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Cooper. And it's all tied up. Cooper's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Boston's gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. Pass to Tatum. Here's the teardrop. And it's good on the layup. Tatum's got 28 points for the game.
Good little touch on the floater. Tatum making it look way too easy.
Şengün, the screen. Here's Thompson. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day.
Oh, well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Boston with some changes. Tatum's checked in for Garza. Eric White comes in for Walsh. And Pritchard is subbed in for Simons. Houston making some changes. Puts it up from 12. And that's good for 2.
And each year it seems Brown keeps getting better at shooting the ball, especially from the mid-range.
The Rockets trail. Van Vliet outside. Inside. That's good from Adams on the assist from Van Vliet.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Now here's Pritchard. Outside Tatum. There's a screen. 3-pointer. Eason pulls it in.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Boston pulls it in. 3-pointer Pritchard cranes the triple.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Yes, sir! It's good!
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for Boston. They lead by 1. Here's the pass to Brown. Now Tatum puts up the tray. He sinks the triple.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. And the Rockets going with a whole new group out there. Rockets trail by 4. Smith with a screen on Brown. Durant. Oh, Durant knows how to fight through contact.
Big-time players make big-time shots. Durant, he lives for these opportunities.
Second team foul. Shooting for Houston, Kevin Durant.
That's what they needed from him. Unaffected by the pressure.
The Celtics have gotten 6 of 12 shots to go here in this fourth quarter. Tatum outside. And there's a 3-second violation.
3 seconds. Rockets ball.
Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. There's a minute 54 left in the fourth. Here's Cooper. A thunderous two-hander with authority. Neither team able to take a hold of this game.
Yeah, it's been a tight one. Numerous lead changes, very competitive.
Tatum with it, guarded by Smith. Here's the pass to Brown. Yes, sir, with the 3.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
The Rockets trail. Here's Cooper. Here's Şengün.
He's a tough matchup inside. Şengün can body you, or he can finesse you.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And no good on the second free throw, so 0 for 2 there. Boston's gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the fourth. Here's Tatum, covered by Smith. Can't get it to go. And the Rockets' shooting has been great, 57%, and finding ways to score consistently.
Yeah, a great chance here for Smith to show how he can handle pressure situations. He had a lot of poise at the line in college.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 1.
2 shots.
It's both from the stripe.
And this is how you execute. Creating any type of separation is huge right now.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Tatum against Smith. Here's Tatum attacking.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Drives to the hoop.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Important possession here.
Yeah, we'll see how they execute under pressure.
No good. Here's Durant. Smith with a screen on Brown. Outside Durant. Now Thompson. Brown with the steal. Can't hit it. Time expires. We're going to overtime. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Let's get loud for Celtics Entertainment.
turnovers weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. White outside. Here's Pritchard. It's like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
When you've got a guy that's too big for a guard, he's too quick for a forward, what do you have there? You have Jason Tatum. He is an absolute matchup nightmare.
Third personal foul. First team foul. At the line, Jason Tatum.
And that one falls for Tatum. And the Rockets shooting it well at 59%. Katie jams it straight down.
Just maybe the best scoring forward of all time, and by maybe I mean he is. Yet again, it's Durant with a big night.
Tatum. Ooh, it doesn't go. Houston in the lead. Here's Cooper. Şengün. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for Boston. We are in OT. A minute and a half gone by and what has been a great one. White on the wing. 5 on the clock. Takes a 3. It's cleared away by Thompson. Houston leading by 3. Here's Cooper. Outside Thompson. Here's Smith. Oh, the shot is off. Outside Tatum. Spins. And the athletic spin to get it done.
And this is exactly who Tatum is. Someone who doesn't back down from taking the big shots.
Picked by Smith. Oh! A gorgeous feed. He hammered it down.
This is huge for Smith's overall growth. Now, he wants to be a knockdown scorer in big-time spots.
Here's Kata, defended by Şengün. Here's the pass to Brown. Ooh, a matching slam. Back and forth they go.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this. That is a huge basket right there. You can see why they go to Şengün in these situations.
Tatum! Oh, a perfect jumper.
YR1 taking this shot. Tatum gets fired up and delivers.
Here's Cooper. Şengün, a screen on White. Oh, touches it off the glass.
Pick works well there. But the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game.
Stand up. Make some noise.
Here's Kata, defended by Şengün. White fires! Money from 3! Nine seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Şengün, a screen on White.
And they do have a foul to give if needed.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
A chance to tie it up here.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2. But if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
On the wing, Tatum, covered by Smith. Nifty move. Oh, what a move. A strong finish.
Tatum reminding the defense, like, yo, you cannot stop him.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Here's Cooper. He's guarded by White. Smith buries it!
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's Seth.
Jason Tatum! Oh, money!
And he's coming off a huge performance. And his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. No good from three. Another tie. And we're going to have a second overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Can't stop now. We're ready for another extra period. What a game of basketball this has been. Now Thompson. Smith with a screen on Pritchard. Now Smith. Oh, ho, ho! That's a man on a mission right there.
Yeah, a prolific scorer from all three levels. Smith showing off here tonight.
Smith against Tatum. Shingun with a steal. Here's Thompson. Outside Shingun. Fires the three. And rebounded by Tatum. Boston trailing. Pritchard outside. Here's a pass to Tatum. White outside to take the lead. Rebounded by Smith. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Houston. Picked by Smith. Jams it home!
And you see the tight handles from Thompson. He can break defenders down in pick and roll, ISO, you name it.
The Celtics shooting it at 52%. Pritchard outside. Here's the pass to Brown. From deep. It's good from beyond the arc.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Here's Durant. Smith with a screen on Brown. Oh, deflected. Now Durant. Here's Smith. Shot clock at 5. The crossover. And there's the layup. Good.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
Celtics trail by 3.
2 minutes remaining in overtime.
White outside. Brown on the wing. Oh, it's off target. Houston shooting it at 61%, a terrific average. Smith with a screen on White. Using the glass to lay it in.
I think I've lost track of how many of their possessions have ended exactly like that.
Efficiency is key, especially down the stretch.
Here's a pass to Tatum. Here's Pritchard. White outside. Plenty of space. Oh, no good.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Now Shingun. Oh, the lead pass. Great dish.
And that's where Shingun does the majority of his scoring. I mean, he's a problem down low. Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game because this one looks good out of reach.
Here's Durant. Jacks up a three. Oh, it's off. There's 39 seconds left in the second overtime. Brown nails it.
There you go, JB. I love his confidence. One of his strongest traits.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Jaylen Brown, third personal foul, first team foul.
And an intentional foul right there.
Jaylen Brown, fourth personal foul, second team foul.
He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6.
Durant, 2 shots.
And so both free throws good, and it's a 7-point game.
He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up his lead.
And Boston calls time here. 32 seconds left in the second overtime period. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
It's going to be tough. They've got to get a quick hoop and then immediately foul.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Brown fires. Şengün pulls it down.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
The shot is money.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Peyton Pritchard, cash from downtown. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Celtics foul, Jaylen Brown, fifth personal foul, third team foul.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Kevin Durant, 2 shots.
And he hits both free throws here, and it's an 8-point ball game. And Boston calls time here. 9 seconds left in the second overtime. All right, guys, what do you think?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
With timeouts, it's use them or lose them, so why not go down fighting?
Bucket is good! And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Şengün.
And it's really tough to catch a pass from that distance. He's asking a lot of his teammates to reel that one in.
Tatum! And he nails it!
Where was the perimeter D on that one? You have to guard against all possibilities.
Brown. And there's the triple! A big three-pointer!
The previous play is over.
They are going to review this last shot. Now, if it counts, we'll be headed to another overtime.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And no, the basket will not count. This game is over.
Oh, my. Talk about a heartbreaking loss. You just nailed the amazing buzzer beater, and then it's taken away.
And so the big...
Put me in the game on the MVP.